I feel kind of blind when I see you. Baby girl, how do I let you do right? Won't you tell me the truth? Stay with me and love me through the night. Endlessly, I'ma keep on knowing things and I'm making love to you. Hold me close and let me squeeze you tight through the night. Baby girl, I want you to do right. Won't you tell me the truth? Do you like to do it? Watch me go so zoom. Baby girl, I want you to do right. Would you like to stay with me and love me through the night? In my sleep, I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me if I'm doing it right. I may be covered in candy, but I still smell good. Baby, let me know how you wanna keep my do right. Don't lie to me, let me rock you all night long. I'm trying to impress you, girl. Let me know how you wanna keep my do right. I'm trying to get intimate. Like me love you like you never been before, baby. You have to like to be at ease. Oh my God, crazy girl, how about you feel right? Get a tie right, take you by the dress, just for me. Cause I'm trying to smash, baby girl, I'm smashing my feel right. Cause it's only right. Do you like the way my ice drips? Is a lie, baby girl. Do you like me when I do good? Let me know. Would you like me know? Let me know. Let me go. Till we fall asleep. I like the way you feel. Back to me. Baby, you look so good. Jesus, all right. Stay with me and I'll be through tonight. Baby, baby, till we fall asleep.
What up, everybody? It's Eric with the Rick D Podcast, episode 27. Host, like I said, Eric Holmes, along with my longtime buddies Tony Cave and Jello Rex Road. How you boys doing tonight?
Good up yourself.
I'm well, man. Let me take this comment off real quick. What up to everybody? What up, everybody? Before we get started tonight, I do want to remind everybody to go follow and subscribe to us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, to show us some love and for you to keep updated with all of our posts, videos, and news updates with the sports and the Rick T Podcast. Now, fellas, let's get right into it, man. Tonight's a little different because we talk about football so much and there's only 2 games tomorrow. We don't want to overdo it a little bit. We'll leave everyone with a little cliffhanger. So we're going to talk about the 2 games a little bit, but we're not going to get too much in them. There goes Jello already, just like that. But chat, how the fuck are you guys doing, man? Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. Oh my God, bruh. Okay, so let's start here, man. Lil J6, what's up, brother? One of our longtime fans of the Rick T Podcast, Big Alabama Crew Cut. My dog, how you doing, my man? Oh shit, Demetrius Gibson 04. What's up, cuz? How you doing, man? Oh, and a longtime friend, our old college roommate that we've been wanting to watch this show for a long time. He's popped in on YouTube. My man, Matt Bustos. What's good, boys? What's up, man? How you doing?
What up, Matt? What's up, Matt?
Oh shit, man. But let's get right into it, boys. Let's talk about UFC 257, McGregor versus Poirier. It's gonna be a good one, man. The time has finally arrived for one of the most anticipated rematch in recent memory. Nearly 7 years later, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier will link up once again in the main event in UFC 257 tonight in the U.S. while competing in the wee hours of the morning in Abu Dhabi, Dubai. The former UFC champion Conor McGregor defeated Justin Poirier via first-round TKO in 2014. In the meantime, since the first meeting in 2014, so much has changed. Poirier made the leap up to 155 immediately after the contest and began a major run through the division, assessing an impressive 10-2 record with the wins all over the likes of Eddie Alvarez, Anthony Pettis, Max Holloway, and many more great UFC fighters. McGregor, in the meanwhile, went on to collect both featherweight and lightweight titles before an one-and-off boxing match with Floyd Mayweather in 2017, which he lost by TKO. Everyone's seen that. Everyone in the world watched that fight. But tonight is his first real fight back since the Mayweather fight, man. So, Tony, we're going to come to you right now. Who do you got in this main event fight? And tell us a little bit why.
McGregor, he's an animal. And just because I want to see him get some momentum going and then beat one of the Paul's asses.
Sorry, I'm dying on this comment, bro. We want to take over.
Thanks.
Because that's so real, bro. It's like literally every 2 episodes is either a hit or a miss with Jello. Like he's either really good or really fucked up.
I'm my own bookie. I'm my own bookie on this show. So I got the over of Jello lagging out at 2.5. So if Jello lags out 3 times, you hit the over.
You said 2.5. You're already at 1, bro. For one, I want to start this off by saying, Tony, the girl in the yellow just got knocked the fuck out.
I know.
You would have bet on her, and you would have lost some cash for real. But you said you got McGregor in this one. I wasn't really listening. I was reading the over under check comment. But tell us why you got McGregor. A lot of people do have McGregor, but we want to know a little bit why.
Because he's an animal, and then I want to see him get some momentum. So then when he does fight one of the Paul brothers, he knocks him the fuck out.
I could see it. It's gonna be who is it? It's Jake or Logan.
Jake,
which one?
Logan's fighting Mayweather, and Jake wants Conor.
My thing is I feel like you would make more money off of Mayweather. To be honest, I would go for Mayweather. I feel like it'd be maybe a little bit of a less brutal beating because he's kind of a defensive fighter, but who will see. Jello, coming to you on this one. McGregor versus Poirier. Who do you got in this one? And tell us a little bit why, bro.
This is just the fire under his ass. Plain and simple at that point. This dude's coming out and he's ready to just fuck shit up. Like there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it at that point. So he wants Khabib again. We'll get to that later. But McGregor's gonna win this. I mean, he beat him once, and I get this guy went on a streak, but it's about to be 10-3. It's not gonna be 10-2. It's not gonna be 11-2. It's gonna be 10-3. There's no way McGregor's losing this one. There's nothing that can happen. This man's gonna fight harder than anything right now and take this W.
Wow.
We got breaking news in the NBA when you get a chance, Eric.
Go ahead and actually break it right now before I read these comments.
All right. Steph Curry passes Reggie Miller on the second all-time three-pointers made list.
All right, Steph Curry. Yeah. Steph Curry, bro. He deserves it. He fucking is the greatest shooter of all time. I didn't say greatest player. I didn't say greatest anything else. That boy can shoot like a motherfucking. Oh, I wish I had a shot like Steph, bro.
What?
Most people who have shit like Steph, like the handles and the shot of him, they like go to the Harlem Globetrotters and shit. They don't even use their talent the right way. You're like, what the fuck? You do all those moves and don't do that shit. But before I get started on this, let me read the chat real quick. Little J6, shout out to my boy Little J6, one of our favorite fans here. He said Conor McGregor is the UFC GOAT. And then we're going to go to our podcast manager, one of our other favorite fans here, Jay Money Time. He said false, Jay. And the reason I'm going to trust Justin on this is because Justin's the UFC expert. Out of all of us here in podcast and everyone in the chat, I would put money on Justin knowing the most out of UFC. I actually get a lot of UFC info from him. He actually sends me all the fights and when they're going on and shit like that. So I don't know. He said false, Jay. Little J6 said KO in the first round. That's crazy. Ben known that. J Money Time said, Andrew L. Dirty Sanchez taking this, bro. And I'm actually watching the fights right here to my right. So we'll actually see, man. It's getting down to the grind. Happened like 20 minutes ago. And then DOA Killer. Shout out to DOA Killer in the chat. He says, is it working for you guys? Or is it working for you guys to stream? Yeah, bro. That's actually a great question. I appreciate that question. It's actually doing really well. When we first started off, our first couple shows, actually, I believe I hit Twitch affiliate. My boys helped me hit Twitch affiliate, so we started getting paid a little bit of change for streaming on Twitch, video games, podcast, stuff like that. We were averaging about 3 viewers, and last show I was holding a solid about 21 the whole show. So it's definitely doing good. It's definitely taking a little bit of time, but what's gonna be worth it if it doesn't take time, man. You know what I mean? Nice, good to see. Appreciate you, DOA Killer, with that comment right there, man. That just made my whole fucking day, for real, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, chat, for checking up on us, seeing how we're doing. We appreciate your guys' support on this. But let me get right into this, man. I am a really big McGregor fan, but in this one personally, I don't know if McGregor's going to take this. And I'm going to go off of the last 4 years, like I said, or the last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it was. Since 2014, McGregor hasn't necessarily not done much. He's taken over 2 belts in the UFC, but then he made a huge leap over to boxing and retirement, and then coming back from retirement and getting locked up and all kinds of shit. He's just been on a wild thing. But this man Poirier, man, 10-2, it's a crazy record to stay in the UFC and to keep grinding like that. I'm actually really excited to see this fight. If I was betting money on this, I would bet Poirier. Or Poirier, however you say it. But I do want to see Conor McGregor get his swagger back. I want to see him get that fire back, like you said, Jello under his ass. I want him to win, but I just don't know if he's going to win. Little J6 in the chat says McGregor is going to win. Tony came right back at it with, I agree with you, Jay. I'm the only one that disagrees, like usual. But that's how it goes, man.
So here's my thing, though. Every time I've wanted to go against McGregor, he always just proves me wrong, and I'm tired of it.
In like the first round too, and you're like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, I gotta stop going against him.
Before we move on, I do want to play actually a UFC opening video. It's presented by YouTube, so it's not copyrighted or anything like that. But I do want to ask all you chat besides Little J6, because he's the only one that put his vote out there. Who do you guys think are gonna win this UFC fight tonight? So let's go ahead and play this shit.
The course of a fighter's life is a tapestry of extraordinary actions, of moments that push the thresholds of mortal men.
The pressure from Poirier continues. Poirier continues to land. That is it. Dustin Poirier.
Yet shine through the ultimate competitor.
Gaethje's hurt bad.
With wild abandon.
Dustin Poirier by knockout.
Moments of triumph.
He has fought for everything he's ever got. Nothing's been handed to this young man.
Moments when you sign your name everlasting in the history books, not with ink, but in blood.
That's a warrior right there, ladies and gentlemen.
With the greatest of the great, the hallmarks become true. For every time there really is a season to remind everyone that the king still looms large.
Conor McGregor returns.
A season to change the game and to take it over.
We're not here just to take part, we're here to take over.
To go places that seemed impossible.
History has been made.
And when the stakes rise to staggering heights, to show up in style and make it look easy.
Oh! He left him!
Tonight, as the UFC returns to the scenic shores of Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, the fight capital of the world gets a fitting battle. The reunion of 2 of the greatest competitors in UFC history.
This win over Conor will be huge. Conor's the biggest fight in mixed martial arts you can get. And I'm going to stop Conor.
But first, it's a monumental showdown in the lightweight division as New Zealand's Hangman returns back into the fray. A chaotic, pressure-forward, ruthless presence in the division set to welcome a champion who has been waiting his whole life to shine brightest under the biggest stage in combat sports.
I have been saying it over the last 11 years that I am the best lightweight in the world. I just haven't had the opportunity to prove it. I've got my eyes set on a UFC title, and I will be UFC lightweight champion in the next 18 months.
It all goes down on the sands of Yas Island in Abu Dhabi, and the gap is closing as the gem of 6 years ago isn't the diamond of today.
This is a different fight. I know I'm the best in the world.
Poirier pouring it on. That'll do it.
I'm going to get my hand raised by any means necessary.
Yet the double champion isn't the same either. He's rested and more hungry than ever.
Oh!
That's it.
Conor McGregor! Too easy!
I'm still as excited, I'm still as eager, I'm still as hungry as I was then, if not more. When you combine all the facets of this game, there's no one that does it like me. I always knew that, I still do. I just feel I'm untouchable. I'm back now, and let's keep going.
Live from Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, it's UFC 257, Poirier versus McGregor 2, and it starts right now.
I can't hear you, bro.
Fucking mute, my bad, y'all. One thing I want to say before I get started going through that shit is that video was hella fucking dope. I like the way that whole video was made. Whoever made that video, shout out to you. Probably HBO or some shit like that. But that was fucking dope. Justin in the chat. Oh shit, wrong one. He said Sanchez won Ultimate Fighter. I told you, man. Justin knows all of his UFC shit for real, bro. But like I said, chat, man, who do you guys got? Justin's got Conor McGregor. Tony's got Conor McGregor. Jay's got Conor McGregor. Jello's got Conor McGregor. And I got Poirier. I really am feeling Poirier this time. Even watching that video, I know Conor McGregor's a beast. He's like the Joker of the fucking UFC. But I really got Poirier in this next one. I think it'll be interesting, and I think it'll be nice. I really do think it'll be nice. But let's get going on to this next topic, and this is my boy Tony's favorite, man, Discount Smoke, boy. Let's let it rock out for a second before I tell people what Discount Smoke is real quick. Hey. So Discount Smoke is a portion of the Rick T podcast presented and answered by your co-host, Tony Cave, where he's giving no free smoke, but maybe a little bit of discounted smoke to 3 NFL, NCAA, NBA players, etc., who he thinks are a bust or catch in week, whatever the fuck it is or whatever the fuck they do. So, Tony, man, get right into it. Get on your Discount Smoke shit, cuz.
Yes, sir. All right, chat. Look at me. I went official. Wrote down.
Man, typed it up.
Typed it up. Signed it. Maybe one of y'all could win one of this one. I'm worth some money someday. All right, so my first person, Lamar Jackson. Absolutely. 162 yards passing, 34 yards rushing. Compared to the game he had against Titans with 179 passing and 136 rushing, you can tell where the missed points are coming from. That being his inability to throw the ball and also his inability to run the ball at a high level consistently. It's a problem. They need to figure it out. He really needs to figure out his passing because I'm pretty sure he's averaging about 150. So that's an issue. You can't be an NFL quarterback and average that and expect to win anything. All right, second one, Nick Chubb. In the biggest game of the year so far, he had 69 rushing yards on 13 attempts. Someone who we have argued in the past to be one of the best running backs in the league, which I can still stand behind. I still don't have a problem with that, but he needs to perform in those big games. He finally gets to a point to show out that he can play in the playoffs and do what he's got to do, but then he just folds under pressure. So that was pretty disappointing, honestly, because I've been rooting for him. And then my last one, Eric does not like this one at all, but here we go. It was a hard pick, but the numbers stand for itself. Tom Brady throwing for 18 for 33. Despite having no interceptions on a 33-attempt game, he fell short of 200 yards passing. And against a highly proficient Packers offense, if Brady wants to win this game, he needs to be able to keep up with the soon MVP. However, I believe the GOAT can turn it around. I don't see this being a blowout by any means. It's Tom Brady. He's going to do what he needs to do, but he can't go 18 for 33. It's unacceptable. You're not going to be able to keep up with the Packers.
I like it. Let me go ahead and express to you in the chat. It's not that I don't like that one because, like Tony said, the stats and the numbers speak for themselves. I'm not against the numbers. I'm just a really big Tom Brady fan as of right now. I want him to play in the Super Bowl in the next couple of weeks. So hearing him on Discount Smoke, well, I've heard motherfuckers like Sam Darnold and Minshew and shit like that. It hurts. It really hurts me to hear that. So, hey,
but you got to remember we're down to 2 games now. So you're gonna hear some people that you don't want to hear about on Discount Smoke.
I agree. I like those though. Like I said, I'm not going against the numbers. I'm just being a little biased on this one. I want Tom Brady to do good right now. So hearing him on Discount Smoke, I just want to fucking punch you. I just want to fucking punch you, man. But let's get right into the second topic that we're gonna get right into. Jello shots, man. Let's let this ride out a little bit. Big bet. So Jello shot is a 3-part system towards a player, team, game, etc. Shot 1 is his mystery take, a take Jello isn't very confident in, but could really happen this week. Shot 2 is his bold take, a call Jello is going to make that as he is 100% confident in. And then shot 3 is his regret take, Jello's biggest, boldest take of the week that could come back and bite him in the ass. So Jello, go ahead and take it away with Jello shots.
All right, so I mean, shot 1 is some I'm going to agree with Tony. He's popped up before, but it's going to go for Brady. And the shot's coming at him because he couldn't perform against the Saints defense that was tired and couldn't keep up, they couldn't keep up with it. But with this Packers defense, I think with Rodgers' time management and the way they can run that clock, I mean, I think players like Jair Alexander, I know Kevin King is questionable as of now, and they signed another player in his place, but I think that's the difference maker here. Shot's going to go for him because they're going to need the deep throws in this. These 5 to 8 yard throws aren't going to work in this game with the coverage that this defense has. So, I mean, shot's coming towards him. I mean, it has to. He couldn't break 200 last week. If he can't break 200 this week, he loses. There's nothing about it. I get he's the GOAT, and you can't count him out, but I'm counting the Green Bay Packers defense in at this point. So, shot number 1, going for Brady. Now, number 2, the shot's going towards the Chiefs front office at this point, so I'm not going to player. I'm going this front office. And this is just how I feel how they handled this whole Mahomes situation. I don't know. I feel like it's a little rushed. I get it. But there's still some more time. I think there should have been more evaluations because in the end of it, I know there's a lot on the line, but this is your $500 million man right here. And he's only 25 years old. So, I think they rushed it through because they care more about winning than they do players. And that's how it looks with how fast this process is going at this point. If there was any other player, this would be more extended. But where they're at, I think they pushed this forward a little bit. And we've seen them do it with players before. So, shot has to come towards them on this one. I don't like this. But it's a confidence thing in that shot at that point. It's bold. What they did, I think the after effects of how they rushed Mahomes in at this point is going to counteract with how this game is going to go here on Sunday. So, and that's going to tie into shot number 1. It's going towards their defense at this point. I think the Chiefs defense completely fails this week. I get you have Matthew out there. I said this last week. I get you have Matthew. You have what they call these superstar players. But against this Bills offense, it's going to be game over. I don't think interceptions, fumbles, sacks are going to be a thing in this game. I think what it's going to be a lot about is yards of separation between those Bills receivers and that Chiefs defense. I think that's going to play a huge role in this game and why I think the Bills are going to win like they do with Mahomes playing at this point. I don't care if Mahomes is playing. The way this Chiefs defense has looked all year, almost letting the Falcons come back on them, it's game over. They're gonna blow it at this point. Guys are gonna get cut. It's gonna be insane.
I completely agree on that. Those are some great takes. Sorry, they're all talking about the UFC fight in the chat a little bit. But that was your Jello shots, ladies and gentlemen. Jello shots, straight up, man. But let's get right into the third subject that we got going on here. The Rick T podcast, and this is actually new, ladies and gentlemen. Rick T podcast, Goofy of the week, man. So the Rick T podcast Goofy of the Week is a new segment we're doing just to call out one professional athlete, celebrity, coach, etc. On doing something that nobody here on the podcast would have did, in our opinion. All three of us have mutually agreed on this person's stupidness. We're going to let everybody know what you did, and we're going to cut deep and know we are not holding back, boys. So let's fucking get it. Personally, I think this one is perfect. And it's actually someone that no one would have expected. He just won a national championship for like the 20th time. But he just made the dumbest decision I think I may have ever seen him did, boys. So let me tell you guys who it is and what this man did with the goddamn team. So Goofy of the Week is, drum roll please, not only national champion winning coach, but one of the best coaches in college football. Nick Saban is Goofy of the Week for his hire of ex-Texans head coach Bill O'Brien. Oh, fuck. Hold up. Wrong picture. Bill O'Brien. Oh, fuck. Wrong picture. Bill O'Brien. So this man hired Bill O'Brien, the man who traded DeAndre Hopkins away for a goddamn cheeseburger. He goddamn basically ruined Deshaun Watson's career. He's no quarterback guru. He's no offense guru. He's no football guru at all. And Nick Saban hired him as the quarterback and offensive coordinator. The president of Alabama University said Nick Saban ultimately had the final decision on who to hire for the offensive coordinator and coaching job in 2021-2022 for who he decided to hire. Bill O'Brien. Man, so my question to you boys is, we'll start with you, Tony. What do you think of that stupidness? What do you think of this motherfucker hiring Bill O'Brien, who literally single-handedly drove the fucking Texans organization into the ground the last 4 years? How you feel about that?
I'm gonna honestly kind of disagree here, and because he's not being hired as a head coach. He's stepping down a level to go coach college as an offensive coordinator. And he's not a horrible coach when it comes to like play calling and stuff like that. So as long as he's not in charge of positions or the recruiting process, anything like that, I can see that actually being successful.
Okay. So I only just want to ask Jalen a question before I get to you, Jello. Nick Saban wasn't a good coach in the NFL. Facts. He went 1-15 his first year and his only year. I completely agree with that. Jalen, who's the quarterback for Alabama this upcoming year? Just drop it in the chat. I know you know. I actually know, but I just want to hear it from you. But Jello, coming to you on this one, how do you feel about Nick Saban hiring Bill O'Brien as the new offensive coordinator, quarterback coach of the goddamn Alabama Crimson Tide, man? How you feeling about it?
So I'm going to agree with Tony on this one and disagree with you. I don't think this is a bad hire. There's plenty of head coaches out there who have moved into coordinator positions and thrived. Wade Phillips is a perfect example. Horrible head coach, defensive coordinator. He's literally the GOAT of defensive coordinators, but he cannot be a head coach. And that's the thing. This is the thing going into that position. It's Alabama, the best recruiting team in college football history. People want to play there. So when you have some of the best offense, so he might have not worked there, but I don't think it's as big of a step coming down being the Houston's head coach. I get that's NFL, but you're going to the Alabama Crimson Tide at this point, who's probably one of the biggest markets when it comes to football out there. And just with the team they have and the players they do and the overall family aspect of this, I think Bill O'Brien's going to thrive. And I like this choice at this point because he might not have been the best head coach, but he could probably be a damn good offensive coordinator for sure. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But I kind of like this pickup. You're getting an NFL guy into a college program that's worked out well. Look at Saban, for example. And I mean, outside of Harbaugh, most of these NFL guys coming down are doing great. So we'll just have to see how it goes.
I feel it. Tony, I already know a lot about Bryce Young. I just wanted to hear it from Jalen. Bryce Young is a 5-star recruit. He was the #1 quarterback recruit coming out of California last year. Came to Alabama, was expected to start this year, and Mac Jones went crazy and started over him and all kinds of stuff. Hold on, what did you say? If you use Mac Jones as a baller, my thing with that is Bryce Young is a freshman coming out of high school. Mac Jones sat behind a fuck ton of great quarterbacks, whether it was Jalen Hurts or Tua, or he sat behind both of those. You know what I mean? He got rings for sitting on the bench. So like he definitely learned. That's definitely a situation he sat there and learned. But my thing is like Bryce Young is a 5-star recruit. So he already has a great game. Same with Deshaun Watson. Bill O'Brien fucked his game up. I think he's going to do the same thing with Bryce Young, and that's all I mean. I don't necessarily think he's a bad play caller. I think he's a horrible coach with quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying. You want to put him at old coordinator, fucking call the plays, whatever. But you're controlling literally the captain of the ship. Like you're in control of him. You tell him what to do. You tell him how to play. I just don't know, man. Me personally, I think it's going to blow up in their face. Like you guys said, though, it is Alabama, so I don't necessarily think blowing up in their face is going to be like a 7-8 season. I think blowing up in their face will be losing 2 games to where they're out of the college football playoffs. You know what I mean? Same thing that happened last year to them. So I don't know. I'm glad you guys got your opinion on that. I'm actually glad you guys disagreed with me because I'm excited to see what Bill O'Brien does with that offense and with a head coach like Nick Saban and stuff in the mix. I think it'll be crazy. Jalen said, Bryce Young is the GOAT. Go look at his high school stats. One of the best quarterbacks to come out of California, which is true. He's a freshman. He's smaller. But Tony said before that, if he was the GOAT, then he would have started over Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is a baller. We use the term GOAT too much nowadays. Bryce Young's is a baller, definitely, though. He said he was a freshman. He was way smaller. And Tony said, okay, we'll see. I just think he gets faster and more competitive every single level. So we will see. And not only every single level, every single year. Like every single year, the game goes up a notch at every single level. So I definitely understand what you were saying with that for sure. But this is one thing I do want to play about Bill O'Brien straight up. This is how I feel about that.
I'm going to try to keep my composure.
A few moments later.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
That's truly how I feel. Nick Saban's on fucking meth. He's on goddamn crack, for real, straight up. But let's continue on, boys. About halfway through the show. But let's get right into it. Rick T Podcast, Scratching the Surface, one of our favorite subjects. We do it every show, but let's get right into it, boys. Yeah. All right, let's get right into it, fellas. Pat Mahomes takes all the starter snaps this week after clearing concussion protocol ahead of tomorrow's AFC-NFC title games. So, Jello, we'll start with you on this one, man. Who advances to the Super Bowl? Who advances to Super Bowl 55 tomorrow? Josh Allen and the Bills or Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs? And I know we talked about this a little bit, but I just want one specific reason why one quarterback's going to do better and their team will win.
That's 2.
I took the over, bro. What did you say, 2.5? Shit.
Yeah, he's got to lag out one more time.
That shit kills me. We're about to start making bets on this nigga. Cello. Oh, shit. Matt Bustos. Hey, fellas, I'm out this bitch. Good show, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you for tuning in to the Rick T Podcast, episode 27. Hit us up on Twitter. I would actually love to have you on as a guest, have all 4 of us college roommates on that bitch. So, Matt, definitely hit us up. Love you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. State Farm Super Bowl. Wow, Jello, is what Jay said.
You're telling me, dude. I know that all this stuff costs at this point, I'm getting real annoyed by this.
It
This
cracks
is
me the
dumb.
fuck
I swear, I
bro.
never have issues.
It cracks me up. But let's restart, Jello.
I never have issues, and then I'll just be chilling here. All of a sudden, I could just go blank.
Blank.
And
And
I'm like,
Jello, I'm gonna try it one more time. Let's restart this, man. Patrick Mahomes takes all the starter snaps this week after clearing concussion protocol ahead of tomorrow's AFC and NFC title games. So my question to you, my friend, is who advances to Super Bowl 55? Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, or Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? Please. Please. What the hell is Jalen saying? Go to the McDonald's? What are you talking about? Oh, God.
For Wi-Fi. For Wi-Fi.
Oh, go to the McDonald's for that Wi-Fi. Dead ass.
Josh Allen and the Bills. It's
Is
as
he
simple
here?
as that.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, is he still there? That's 2.5.
Hey,
That's 3. And he's at 3. Jello is at 3, ladies and gentlemen. We took the over on him tonight. We said,
took the
Jello,
over.
win it.
Whoever took the over, the odds were plus 250. So
That's how I feel about that. Every fan that bet under on that was like, no, no, come back, come back. I bet over, so I'm like, lag out, my dude, lag out. Fuck out of here.
But come back.
No.
Lag out,
Yeah,
but come
dead
back.
Dead ass. No, that was 3 lag outs for Jello. Tony said, do you want the over or under on his lag outs? The number that he took was 2.5. A lot of people bet under. I bet personally over, and he just lagged out 3 times, my friend. So, yo, give me a minute. This shit is pissing me off. Everything just crashed. Thanks to my neighbors. Man, Jello's way too nice. I would have been kicking them bitches' door down. Give me my Wi-Fi back. They'd have been like, what? I would have been pissed straight up, bro.
I'm trying to get rich. What the fuck?
All right, Tony. So we'll swing it to you first, man. It'll be me, you, and the chat. We'll swing this over to the chat for our third person. Pat Mahomes takes all the starter snaps this week after clearing concussion protocol ahead of tomorrow's AFC NFC title games. So my question to you, man, is who advances to Super Bowl 55 tomorrow? Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, or Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs?
You know, my grandpa is a Bills fan, and he's been suffering for 25 years now. So I got to go with the OG's team, and I got to rock with the Bills this time around.
Oh, Buffalo Bills Mafia. Them niggas are crazy. I feel like I would never fit in, but I love them. I love them.
Hey,
I remember, like,
hey, if Bills win the hey, hang on one second. If Bills win tomorrow, I will jump through a table and take a video of it, and we'll put it on stream.
You swear to God. I want to hear swear to God.
Swear to God.
That's how I feel about that. Bills Mafia. Tony, if the Bills win tomorrow, you will become part of Bills Mafia on camera for the stream. I will be posting it here on Wednesday. It's going to be fucking lit. And if for those of you who don't know, Tony's about 6'9", 250. He's a big-ass nigga about to fall through that table, bro. I'm going to love it, bro. I'm going to love it, bro. I'm going to fucking love it. This man said State Farm Super Bowl, man. Hey,
Jay,
I don't care if it's State Farm, Allstate.
Jay, I just put my life on the line. You know damn well you're going for the Bills now.
I just want to say I've been going for the Bills. I want the Bills to win this one. Like you said, they've been out of there for too long. And I think it's actually every 25 or 27 years the Buffalo Bills play the Kansas City Chiefs and the AFC Championship, and the Buffalo Bills always win that. It's literally since the NFL became a merger, it's every 25 or 27 years. Think like on the dot, every 25 to 27 years, them two play each other in the AFC championships, and the Chiefs always lose. But the Chiefs have been there 4 years in a row, so we'll see, man. Chat, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to y'all, dude. Patrick Mahomes takes all starter snaps this weekend after clearing concussion protocol ahead of tomorrow's AFC and NFC championship games. So, chat. My question to you guys are, who advances to Super Bowl 55 tomorrow? Josh Allen and the Bills or Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs? If y'all want to see Tony bust his ass to a table, please say Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. You definitely want to see that. Bills Mafia is crazy. I promise you it'll be more than just Tony on camera busting to a table. Boom! I'm gonna be like,
I will literally shotgun a beer like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then just go fucking boom.
I promise you that video will be all over our social medias. Promise you. Promise you. It'll be fucking crazy. Jay said in the chat, Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes. So he's got Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs winning tomorrow. We'll see, man. I'm not going to take anything out. It's the Chiefs. I got the Bills.
Jay
I
just
don't
cares
really
about my health.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was about to say Jalen doesn't want to see you go through that, but Justin does. Bills Mafia. That boy Justin straight said Bills Mafia. They're going crazy. They're in Kansas City, which is no effect. They have a little bit of fans. Not going to do shit. The cold weather doesn't affect Buffalo. It's going to be a great game. I'm so excited for him tomorrow, bro. Straight up. But I got Bills. Not even that I wanted to see you fall through a table, which I do. But I really do think Josh Allen is low-key been slept on for the last couple years. And I think this is his time to shine. If he makes it to the Super Bowl, what are people going to say about him and the Buffalo Bills for the next 3 to 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Because people really just started shitting on the Broncos again. Let's be honest. Like last year to this year, that's when like the whole hate started coming back. Like, it's been too long since y'all have been good, man. Like, shut up. But before that, it was like 3 years. Even when y'all weren't doing shit, people couldn't say nothing. People were just quiet as fuck. Like, I remember that was the worst time to be in college. Like, you go to college and every fucking person in Colorado is a Broncos fan, and the Broncos and Peyton Manning are in the Super Bowl. So I'm sitting there in the lounge, like, just pissed every day.
Hey, you remember the homie Sam?
Yeah, I do.
He used to hang out with like Cedric and them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and him bet like 100 push-ups on the Super Bowl, and as soon as the strip sack happened, he started just cranking them out.
He's like, fuck, bro, here we go. Little J6 said in the chat, NFL is rigged if it's the Chiefs and the Packers that go. Why do you say that? It's literally Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. I feel like all 4 quarterbacks are eligible to go to the Super Bowl. They've all proven themselves this year. All 4 of them.
Well, he's talking about the State Farm Bowl. He's talking about the State Farm Bowl. He thinks it's all for money. That's why earlier in the chat I was like, keep your conspiracy theories away from me.
I didn't even realize what you were saying, but now that's actually, I wish you would have told me that like today, Jay. I would have put it on the podcast. Conspiracy theory. Denver Airport. No, I'm just playing. Let's go on to the next one, chat. Tony, we'll start with you on this one. Antonio Brown is out this Sunday when the Buccaneers take on the Green Bay Packers. So my question to you, how much does Tom Brady need Antonio Brown to beat the Packers tomorrow? Does he need him? Does he not? What do you think?
Jello Rex 23. My bad, chat. I got 2 neighbors raiding my Wi-Fi. Hey, fuck them neighbors, bro.
Go kick them bitches. Go kick them bitches in.
My window's open. Hey, not my neighbors. My neighbors are chill.
They're like, fuck you, Anthony. You're like, it's Tony. I would have been dying, bro.
Fuck. I mean, I said it earlier. Tom Brady's got to be more efficient. 18 for 33 is not going to cut it against Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Robert Tonyan and all of them. Every single one of them. Not going to cut it.
I agree. I do want to ask chat, Justin, Jalen, if you're still here, if you guys are watching that fight, didn't Sanchez just lose? Justin, didn't you just say Sanchez
I was just
win?
about to say that.
What the fuck,
Yeah, I
Justin?
was
You
just
just
about to
let
say
me
that.
down, dog. I was just hyping you up, and I was hyping you up on camera, and then that happened on camera.
You can switch over to the Conor McGregor side now.
No, sir, man. I'm definitely sticking with Poirier. I'm excited for that fight. Part of me hopes we're still here, but part of me hopes we're not. You know what I mean? So I can like lay in my bed and be like, oh, air fight with him. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Jay said, Jello, go to McDonald's and use that Wi-Fi. Boy, that Wi-Fi fire. Tony said, LOL. That's your favorite word to say, huh? LOL. I get so disrespected when you text me with the LOL.
Type, bro. Like,
text me with a haha at least.
Bro, it's so easy to type. No, fuck that. It's so easy to type, bro. L and O are literally right above and below each other.
You just barely move your finger. LOL. Sanchez
Yeah,
law. Jay said.
Yeah, I got a Pro Max, bro. It's a big ass phone.
Oh yeah, you do. I do have the fucking big one too. I'm not sure if I like it, but we'll see. Chat, coming to you on this one, Jello. If you're there, go ahead and type a long ass answer, boy, because this is partially your little time. But we're gonna go ahead and include the chat in it. Or Antonio Brown is out Sunday with the Buccaneers take on the Green Bay Packers. So how much does Tom Brady need Antonio Brown to beat Aaron Rodgers tomorrow? I'm gonna go ahead and answer that too while the chat's answering. I don't necessarily think Tom Brady needs AB at all. Like the whole fishing for him to come to Tampa, the whole fishing for him to come to New England. He never necessarily needed him to do it. He's just a really good friend with Antonio Brown. For some weird reason, they have completely different personalities, but they click. It's whatever. But I don't necessarily think he needs him. But saying that, I will say that Antonio Brown, out of Godwin, out of Evans, out of Scotty Miller, in the past 5 to 6 games, Antonio Brown has been that go-to man. So that does worry me a little bit, especially with me wanting to be a Tom Brady Buccaneers fan going forward. I'm disappointed that AB's not there, but I'm excited to see what Tom Brady does with the rest of his weapons and stuff like that.
Hold up. Stephen A. Smith is on UFC 257 coming up next.
My man Stephen A, I'm about to turn the volume up for that motherfucker for real. Stephen A. He's gonna just go on there and shit on people. What you know about fighting, Stephen A? Straight up. What you know about fighting? What you know about fighting, Stephen A? He's gonna be like,
he's gonna go in there talking about rebounds.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect.
That's what he's gonna say. That's the shit he's gonna say, bro. He said Tom kisses AB like his kids. Well, he does live in his basement, so he might, but that's none of our business, Jay. Let's stay out of grown men folks' business, okay? This show is rated PG. That's what they do there in their basement is rated R-rated X. What's porn rated?
What? He said R-rated X, bro. Stop. On to the next segment. We're not doing this right now.
Oh shit! So Jalen's saying Tom Brady kisses AB like his kids. That's his answer on that. He's like, he don't need AB. He has AB. You know what I mean? Hell no. We're going to the next one. Tony, starting with you. LeBron James scores a season-high 34 points, and the Lakers 113-106 win over Giannis and the Bucks. So my question to you is, are you surprised on how dominant LeBron was over the reigning MVP Giannis in that win? And I do want to tell you Giannis' stats in that one, which kind of blew my mind on why the question is dominant. Like why I use that word dominant when Giannis' stats were 25 points. He went 11 for 17, 1 for 3 from 3, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. But this is where he really fucked up: 9 turnovers. So are you surprised? Are you surprised on how dominant LeBron was over Giannis?
No, didn't he just have 8 points combined between him and AD against them, against that same team?
Sure did.
So I mean, I said it. I said he's the king. He's gonna bounce back. You know, he's not just gonna fold under pressure and not perform the rest of the season. If he drops fucking 4 points, he's gonna turn around and fucking drop 34. You know what I mean? So just like Jello said, Giannis dropped the ball on defense big time. Big time. Giannis is a way better defender than what I saw. So
I completely agree. I completely agree. I don't even need to reread that. LeBron James scores a season high 34 points against Giannis and the Bucks. He takes him out. I can agree with you guys 150% on this one. Giannis is definitely not doing what he usually does on defense or offense. I definitely think he's starting to maybe regret that decision to stay with the Bucks. Maybe we'll see some breaking news here on the show. Maybe in a couple Sundays. We'll see. What's the face for? Oh shit!
Two nights in a row. Two nights in a row. 2 nights in a row, bro.
Hey, that should make you feel good because the Suns are not a bad team at all. He said, "Chat,
I might not be too active in chat until the end of this game."
And will do. Luka balling out per usual. That's my dog. That's my dog, Luka. Straight up. But like I said, Giannis is definitely dropping the ball. I think we might see some breaking news here, maybe personally on the show. You know, a lot of NBA news happens on Sunday mornings, which we are switching the show to Sunday mornings after Super Bowl weekend. But say we're on one of those shows and we get a notification just talking about some random shit. Yeah, breaking news. The Bucks trade Giannis to the Lakers. They trade Giannis to the Clippers. They trade Giannis to the Celtics. Something crazy. We'll be breaking it right here live for you guys. I hope it does happen, something like that. But we'll see. Giannis is definitely dropping the ball. It's definitely not usual for him to play like he's playing. But we'll see if he can get his shit together and continue going forward.
I just want to say one more thing. The game tonight between the Nuggets and the Sun has had 20 lead changes and 11 ties.
Jesus, good Lord. Can't load the video, Jay. These motherfuckers are jacking my Wi-Fi. This is barely working. He said, Jello, join the stream again, Goofy. Should make Jello Goofy of the Week. Jello's Wi-Fi man, Goofy of the Week. He's like... Straight up, bro. But we're going to continue on to the next one. Tony, starting with you, man. Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets fall short to Cleveland again 2 times in 1 week in Friday's game, 125-113, man. So my question to you, are the Nets just getting situated still, or is the plan in Brooklyn already failing? And let me tell you the stats from KD, Harden, and Kyrie. So KD did not practice. He has an undisclosed injury / illness. No one knows what it is. I think it might have just been, veterans trying to get their rest time without getting fined and shit like that because they changed the rules, but we'll see. But so KD did not play, undisclosed injury / illness. Kyrie had 38 points. He went 14 for 24, 4 for 9 from 3, 5 assists, and 2 turnovers. While James Harden went 19 points, 6 for 14 from the field, 4 for 9 from 3, 11 assists, and 3 turnovers. So James Harden was definitely not in his bag that night, which was actually yesterday night. He was definitely not in his bag. So the question to you again is, are the Nets just still getting situated, or is the plan in Brooklyn already failing?
So I said it about the Nuggets. I'm going to say it again. It's too early in the season to say that someone's failing. I think they're just trying to get situated. And like I said before, again, 25 games. 25 to 30 games is when you can really tell what's going to happen with a team.
You said 25?
25 to 30, yes.
Even with the shorter season? Because that's about halfway through this season because it's at 72 games or 70, something like that.
You're only missing 10 games.
Yeah, but
missing 10 games.
That's what I'm saying. Do you cut that realization 10 games back, or do you still keep it at 30, 25 games?
You still keep it at 25. That's still before the All-Star break.
Okay. I was just curious. No, that was a real question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good.
He said losing Jared
Allen, I got so much
their defense. That's what Jello Rex said in the chat. I agree. That's a big man right in the center that can't. They don't have no one to block that rim. DeAndre Jordan is old.
Didn't they trade him in Cleveland?
Did they already?
I'm pretty sure he's playing for Cleveland.
Oh my God, they are fucking doo doo. If they traded him to Cleveland already, this is how I'm feeling. If the Nets traded him to Cleveland already, this is exactly how I'm feeling. Yeah. I'm on that Net sideline, kicking my feet, not as a Net, but as a Boston fan. I'm loving that shit. I'm loving that shit. And he said, Allen is now on the Cavs. So it's Allen. Yeah, Jared Allen.
I
is on
called
the
that
tab.
shit. Yes.
That's fucking wild,
Yes.
bro. That's horrible. Jello got off to watch the games. That's what Justin said. Justin said, Justin said, fuck Jalen's conspiracy. This is mine.
Golly. Yo, Justin, some of these ring girls, bro.
Some of these
Sheesh.
fighters, some of these
I'm
fucking
falling in love
fighters.
over here, man.
No offense. I've always been kind of attracted to Ronda Rousey, but now that the days are coming along, bro, some of these fighters are like too like gorgeous to be fighting, bro. Like they're gonna fuck their face up. Okay, not this girl personally. I don't know who this is. Jolene
Them ring girls.
Landerwood. She's 14-5, 5'6", 126 out of Scotland. -115. She's a favorite in this fight, man. I don't know. She got braids. She got tattoos. This is one meaty looking bitch. This is one thick looking bitch. She could kick my ass. She could kick your ass, Tony. She'd put you through that table on Bill's Mafia.
Yeah, she's a trained fighter. Fuck yeah, she'll kick my ass.
She's a big fucking woman. But we're going to continue on to this last one, and it actually has a little bit to do with UFC, so I'm glad we got talking about that. Conor McGregor says on retired Kanab Masvidal that
Khabib.
the war,
Khabib.
Khabib Maz or whatever the hell his name, that the war is not over. So my question to you, Tony, and this is actually to you guys too in the chat, do you think a rematch between Conor and Khabib is in our future after tonight's fight if he wins? Do you think Khabib is going to come out of retirement and be like, man, I'm not about to let this dude get all his fucking fame back. I'm the dog in this division. I'm the dog in the UFC. Fuck this. I'm coming back and I'm going to beat him twice in his lifetime and prove to everybody that I used to wrestle bears when I was a young boy.
So, Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Khabib's trainer died.
His dad. Yeah, his dad. His dad/trainer. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't see him coming out of retirement, honestly. Unless Conor just keeps barking up that tree, then maybe. I mean, it's kind of like that Jake Paul situation. If Jake Paul keeps talking that shit, he's gonna end up getting what he wants. But I mean, it might not be what he wants. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I did see a video actually earlier today. I posted it on the Rick T Podcast Instagram story. And it was actually Khabib sitting on the sideline at one of the fights or whatever. And one I don't think it was his head coach, but I think it was like one of his old trainers or maybe someone else's trainer that just knew him or something like that. They came up to him and they're like, "Do you miss it? Do you miss it?" And he looked at that dude and he was like, "Man, I miss this every single day. Like, this is my passion. I don't know what to do without fighting," stuff like that, which I do understand. His point of why he retired was his dad/trainer died. He said he would never fight without him, and then he did fight his last fight without his dad. It was really emotional. He said he wouldn't continue going on. But I don't mean this in any bad way to anybody, but time does move on. Time does heal all. I don't know why I don't necessarily agree with it, but time does heal all. So maybe in the near future he starts to get that fire back under his ass that he had with his dad, and he just misses the sport so much. But I'm not too sure. I don't know, man. Let's get right to this comments actually, because Jay Money Time commented. I'm actually interested to see what he said. He said, if McGregor could just show on tonight, Khabib will come back. Dana and Khabib just had a meeting and he said he needs to see something amazing, and that's what I said. Dana said in that video, he was like, Conor and Poirier are getting bigger views and bigger pay-per-view buyers and stuff than when you and him fought. So imagine if you and him fought a second time, what you guys would do. And he just looked at Dana and was like, he just started smirking. So I can completely agree with Justin on that. If McGregor wins and puts on a show and starts to get that hype and that fire back, I think Khabib's going to try to shut that shit down immediately. Like, fuck that. Cut it out. Do you have anything else that you don't think Khabib will come back after hearing Justin and what I had to say about it, Tony? You still think it's still just a lock? He's not going to come back without his pops. It's just retirement for him.
I do. I mean, I'm not the UFC guy. That's why we have Justin here. Justin's a great addition to this show. So, sorry, this Nuggets game has got me locked. But yes, I mean, if with the new facts that have been presented to me, I believe so. Yes. Just an update on the Nuggets for anybody that cares at all.
I care.
15 seconds left. 104 to 102.
You guys are them.
15 seconds left. 104 to 102. Nuggets. And Nikola Jokic has 21 points, 19 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Can I ask you a question about that squad real quick, just while we're on it? What the fuck is up with Murray?
Yeah.
What is up with Murray? Straight up. Like, because he's not playing like how he did in the bubble. It's weird.
I think he has a lingering injury because as the games progress and as we get farther into the season, he just looks like he's getting more in the swing of things. Like, I watched the game last night. I'm obviously not watching this one because we're on the podcast, so I'm keeping up with the score. But he looks a little bit more explosive. He looks like he has that step back that he had in the bubble. You know, that little jab step between the legs, kind of step back. He's getting that back. Jokic just dropped 21 points, 20 rebounds. I'm blown away by that. That's nuts.
He's a beast. He's a fucking alien, bro. He's really an alien.
This
Jokic
dude is not
is an
human.
alien. Dude, this is the song for Jokic, deadass. He is not human, bro. This is how Tony's feeling about Jokic, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, Jokic dropped 20 rebounds. Yeah! This is how I'm feeling about it. Bill
Okay,
O'Brien.
well, this game's nuts. 8.9 seconds left. Nuggets up by 3. God, I wish I could watch this shit right now, bro.
Jay said Murray is overrated. I don't necessarily. Let me answer before you answer because I know you're going to get in on this. I don't necessarily think he's overrated, but I'm a bit confused on how I've seen him play better from a normal season, from season to off season to next season. I've seen him play better at the beginning of that season than I've seen him play at the beginning of this season with a shorter break in between such a great run by him and the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you would think with a shorter break, he'd kind of keep his game. He wouldn't lose as much. He wouldn't, get out of shape, stuff like that. But it just looks like with the shorter break that all happened. Like, he took a major fucking vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know too much about basketball. You're the basketball. You and Jello are the basketball guys here. But I'm just a little curious about him being from Denver, watching him in the bubble. I'm confused. I'm lost.
I can say that I'm confident that he has some sort of lingering injury in his knee or his ankle. I mean, you guys, not you guys specifically, but people can say that he's overrated. People can say that the Nuggets are overrated, but we're about to beat the number 4 team in the Western Conference 2 nights in a row, back-to-back nights. Not back-to-back games, 2 nights in a row. Last night they played, tonight they played. Both games went into overtime, and we're about to win this shit right here too. So, I mean, the numbers are going to speak for themselves. Obviously, the numbers don't back them up a huge amount right now, but, I mean, as the season goes on, you're going to see Jokic get into more of an MVP form. You're going to see Murray come into that bubble Murray. You're going to see Gary Harris get out of his slump. You're going to see all sorts of players starting to pick it up and getting their shit together. Fuck. As I said that, tie game, 106, 1.3 seconds left.
Jay said he definitely is. Prove me wrong. Justin says in the chat, once again, Jay thinks everyone is overrated. That's Jay's thing. I'm gonna put that on the back of Jay's shirt that he's overrated, and then on the front it's gonna say he can come to the Big Easy. Jalen, those are two of Jalen's best things. He can come to the Big Easy. It's like the fucking shittiest player in the world. You're like, you want him? He's like, yeah, he can come to the Big Easy. I'd be dying when Jalen says those two things. He's overrated, or he could come to the Big Easy. And then Tony's he's legally blind.
Watson was going to the Big Easy.
Deshaun Watson's going to the Jets. I just shared that on the Instagram too. Deshaun Watson prefers the Jets over the Dolphins in a trade destination. So his number one trade destination that he wants to go to is the Jets after that hire.
Okay. So I just want to say one more thing. And by any means, I don't want to hear nobody tell me that I'm wrong because this is just something I saw today.
The Jets are going to be cold.
Nuggets are good, but Murray's not. I'm done with that. John Elway said that he's going to give complete the new GM. What's his name?
The dude from the Colts?
The Vikings GM.
Oh, the Vikings GM. That's who you
No,
guys
the
got.
dude
I
for
thought
the
you guys got
Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, but Elway said he's going to give pointers, but if he wants to give up all of our first round draft picks to make something happen, he will do so. And he will let it happen. So that's all I'm going to say. Like, Deshaun Watson may be set on the Jets right now, but there's a long period of time before that trade deadline closes.
This is the reason he wants to go to the Jets, is because the Jets just hired that new coach out of the 49ers, that defensive coordinator. And he's a really good coach. So he's specifically looking at that coach. He's not looking at anything else. Because think about it. If they get Deshaun Watson, they're giving up their number 2 pick. There's no way you're keeping the number 2 overall pick and getting Deshaun Watson. Like, you're giving it up. So if you get that, say bye-bye to O-line, say bye-bye to defense, say bye-bye to anybody you were going to take with that number 2 pick, that's just your number 2 pick is Deshaun I My thing is I think Deshaun Watson's good, but I wouldn't want him. Not with the number 2 pick. I wouldn't.
If I'm Deshaun Watson, I don't want to go to the Jets. And I get he's looking at a specific coach, but you got to think about so many other factors. You have one weapon in Jay Crowder. You have
and that's barely a weapon. He's like 5'10"-ish. He's a smaller guy, you know.
Jay Crowder is good.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
And so my thing is, you don't have great protection either. So I mean, if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm looking. Watson is fucking tripping if he wants to win the Super Bowl. He's gonna be. Here we go again. Whatever, dude. Nuggets going into the second overtime. This has been a great conversation, but let's move on to the next topic.
I'm just reading these chats real quick. Bush Latte 33. Welcome to the fucking
Bush
show.
Latte. Bush Latte, thanks for tuning in. Matthew Stafford is not retiring. He's just parting way with the Lions. Starting next week, they will be looking for a trade for him.
I'm calling it right now. Matthew Stafford to the Indianapolis Colts. I said it a couple weeks ago. The Colts do not want a young guy. They're not good with younger dudes. They're good with experienced, Peyton Manning-ish type of guys. Exhibit A, Phillip Rivers. Exhibit B, Tony or Jacoby Brissett. They're good with those type of guys. So if they go and get a guy like Matt Stafford, who's, I'm not going to say in the prime, he's not in his prime, but he's still a really good quarterback. I think if he has a good team, he'll be better. But that's
a tough son of a bitch.
Anyone who goes,
son of a bitch.
I love that about him. He can take a fucking lick and get right back up. He'll have a broken ass arm. Do you see that video of him when he dislocated his shoulder, came back in, threw the game-winning touchdown, and then was like, "It's out.
He's all,
it's out.
He's all, I can throw it. I can throw it."
He gets in there. He's like, "Coach, it's out. It's out. Refs all."
Everybody's all, yeah, he's all,
he's like, "Coach, fuck, it's out. It's out. I know it's out." But anyone who goes to the Colts, that's a good team. That team is already built. They're missing a driver. You find a decent driver for that motherfucking team. Ooh, the Colts are gonna be good.
Might be that guy. I honestly
that's exactly what I'm saying.
As a quarterback, he's just not good with the Lions. Are the worst team in history.
Mm-hmm. And did you see their new coach, bro? Motor City Dan Campbell. That guy is fucking crazy. I watched his interview, his hiring interview. This motherfucker, I swear to fucking God, he said he will have his team built so well that they will get punched, fall down to the ground, get back up. But on the way back up, they will bite a kneecap off. The defense will bite the other kneecap off. Then on the way up, they'll bite your thigh. Then when they get to the hips, they will bite your hips off. Like, dude, he was fucking on some shit, bro. He was on some shit, bro. He was
crackhead.
Give me one second. I'm dead ass just looking up these like 2-minute or fucking 30-second thing. Dan Campbell.
No, you're good.
Knee biting. That's what I'm gonna search. Dan Campbell knee biting. Here we go, folks. Let me go ahead and share this shit real quick. Share screen. Bam.
Yo.
Bam.
Justin, I'm pretty sure crack streams get shut down, bro.
I wanted this job bad.
Here we go.
Because I felt like I knew this community. I played here. All right. Here's what I know. Just as an overall philosophy, you're going to say, well, what's this team going to be? What's it not going to be? Here's what I know. All right. I know that Detroit's made up of great people, some really good people. All right. the community is strong. This place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised, and I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that shit. So use my language. All right. Here's what I do know is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And the city's been down, and it found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity. All right. And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Tell me this dude is not fucking crazy.
He's tripping.
That's why I was like, bro, like I'm all
That dude's
with
on
it,
crack.
but not for my team.
Dan Campbell is the new head coach of the Detroit.
Holy shit. I'm so fucking, yeah, that was a little insane. I'm so glad he's not the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, it's a good, I guess, personality for Detroit, but fuck that, man. But let's continue on. Do you have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
No, I'm good.
Bet. Let's get right into it, man. Alexander's Angels. As we do every week, we here at the Rick T Podcast choose Alexander's Angels. Alexander's Angels is an organization that helps raise awareness and acceptance to people with Down syndromes. So here at the Rick T Podcast, we are 100% with and fully support Alexander's Angels. Like I said, guys, send us a screenshot or whatever of you guys donating. Cross out the donation number. We don't want to see how much you guys donated, whether it's $100, whether it's 100 pennies. I don't care. Cross that shit out. We just want to see that you guys went to the website and tried to get involved, whether it's literally just a screenshot of the website or if it's a screenshot of you guys donating or whatever you guys can do to get involved. Definitely send us over our way. We love it. You guys definitely might win a giveaway from Jello if you do that, because this is Jello's big thing is Alexander's Angels. So appreciate you guys for tuning in and donating to Alexander's Angels. Do your thing, man. Next thing, talk your talk, man. Y'all know what Talk Your Talk is. We didn't have it last week, so we're gonna have it tomorrow for sure. Talk Your Talk is a spinoff podcast from the Rick T Podcast, where myself, Eric, and my co-host Tony has a little 30-minute phone conversation with a random guest to talk about their team, interests, or just life. We're going to dig a little deeper on a personal level during Talk Your Talk with our friends, family, and fans than we normally would on the Rick T Podcast. So start tuning in Sunday mornings, and tomorrow it's going to be at 11:30. I got to get my daughter tomorrow morning, so it'll be a little bit later. At 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time on our Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook platforms to watch, comment, and enjoy our new spinoff podcast, Talk Your Talk. Episode 5 is live tomorrow morning, January 24th, 2021 at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. See you all there. It's definitely going to be lit. The guest is a surprise. You guys will see when you tune in tomorrow. The only ones who know are me and Tony, which you actually we'll talk about that here in a little bit, Tony. But we'll get it. Jalen said Madden draft tonight. Probably not. I'm down to play, but I'm definitely not really trying to get on a season. I'm down to play the yard and just party up and chalk it up, though. A couple more things before we get going. I definitely big shout out to YouTube, especially tonight with all the videos that we played. They were all presented by YouTube. Straight up. Thank you, YouTube, for helping us over here at the Rick T Podcast. Show and promote NFL, NBA highlights, incoming news, interviews, and much more. What you guys see here on the Rick T Podcast with the videos and images are all brought to you by YouTube. Tony, go ahead and give us an update on what just happened.
Double overtime, super wild. I was just really clapping because I'm a Nuggets fan. They made a good play, good cut by Monte Morris, but it's 108-106. Nuggets have the ball. Nuggets up by 2.
Man, Jello, let me get that Drew shit, is what Little J6 said in the chat. It's me. It's me. Bush Latte 33 said. Jello said, let me on this week. I'm definitely down to have you on, but you got to get your fucking Wi-Fi fixed. Your Wi-Fi is about as good as Jello's. I don't know how the fuck you're talking shit to him about his Wi-Fi, and your Wi-Fi is just as good, man. But we'll continue going on. Shout out to my boys over at the Fourth Quarter Show, man. The Fourth Quarter Show is a sports podcast with a couple guys just like ourselves who talk, debate, and keep you updated on all the interesting NFL, NBA news week to week. Follow them on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Fourth Quarter Show. It's right here below me. And show my guys down in Miami some love. You definitely will not regret it. I'm going to contact them actually tomorrow, talk to them about getting that Super Bowl collab show going with us, the Rick T podcast, and them, the Fourth Quarter Show. And we'll see what we can do and get it popping, man. So definitely shoot them over a follow and show my dudes down in Miami some love, man. But I do want to appreciate or thank you and appreciate everyone who tuned in to the Rick T podcast episode 27, man. Definitely go follow us on Twitter, YouTube. Go like and subscribe on us. It's free. You guys do not have to pay for nothing on YouTube. And definitely go follow us over on Instagram. That's where it's lit. Me and Tony are both the owners and controllers of that Instagram. We post all of our news, all of the funny memes, all the kinds of stuff on that Instagram and Twitter. We definitely get real active. Listen, let me on. I'll talk it up. Man, Bush wants on Talk Your Talk. Bush wants on Talk Your Talk. I'm not opposed to that, for real. I've definitely been saying I want Bush, and now might be the time to put my boy Bush on.
Honestly, Talk Your Talk might be the better
one to have him on.
Yes.
It's a little. It's not rated P. It's rated X.
Yeah.
That ass,
as you said, it's rated RX.
Rated RX. Oh hell no, that's Tom Brady's basement. Only that fucking. Nuggets up by 7, Jello Rex. We're about to get off and definitely watch the fights and watch these basketball games finish down. But I want to thank you to everyone who tuned into and enjoyed episode 27 of the Rick T podcast. We are live every Wednesday and Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, 8:30 p.m. Mountain time, Colorado time, until the weekend of the Super Bowl. After Super Bowl Sunday in 2 weeks, we are moving to one show a week on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. to try to make life easier for us and for you guys, our fans. One show a week will give us more of a chance to get more information to talk about throughout the show. And also with more information throughout the show, that means it's a longer show for you guys to watch and go ahead and enjoy. So follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, and also follow and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch and to keep updated with all of our Rick T podcast changes, moves, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So definitely, like I said, follow us over on the Twitter right here, Rick_T podcast. Like I said, man, we are lit on the Twitter. We got in a bunch of arguments with some fans that were actually in the chat today, and some that aren't in the chat. Definitely go and follow and like and subscribe us on YouTube. We're definitely getting it up. All of our videos are posted a day after they are recorded, so this will be posted tomorrow to YouTube. You can watch it there. Our videos are live on YouTube too, so you don't have to watch it on Twitch or Facebook. You can definitely go over and shoot over on YouTube and watch it. And like I said, follow us on Instagram. That's where we're most active. We be getting it popping over there. Straight up, Tony, you got anything to say before we bounce the fuck out of here, man?
Thank you for tuning in. Y'all brought the energy today. I really appreciate you guys. I got too much chat going in front of my face right now. But I appreciate all of you that turned in. I'm looking to break a record with these viewers these next couple weeks. So let everybody know what's going on. We'll do a giveaway or something like that just for getting the record-breaking viewers. I think our record is
21. Or it might be 23. It might be 23.
I saw it top out at 23, but I think it was like a
meter.
Right,
Someone's like wrong show.
Yeah.
Swiped out real quick.
So we'll call it 21. We'll call it 21. And then we'll do a giveaway to the most active commenter in chat.
Okay, and I like that. And we'll make it interesting too. Is with the viewers last week or last podcast, we had 21 viewers, and I swear it's because I said we were doing a big T-shirt giveaway, a big free Rick T podcast T-shirt giveaway. I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm putting you on the spot right here, Jello. And actually, Jello, it's not actually on the spot considering what you said. Remember the giveaway items. Like I just said, I'm not going to do the giveaway item this time. If we max out at 21 plus viewers, I will have Jello do one of his authentic signed giveaways, whether it's a mini helmet, whether it's a jersey, whatever Jello has to give away, he's going to give away. Jello has the dope shit. It's not just a normal Rick T podcast t-shirt. It is authentic sports related. I'm excited to see if we can max that out, which I definitely think we can. I know we can for a fact. We had 21 viewers on a Wednesday, dog. So, you know what I mean? So we're definitely going to get our viewers on, put your family on, put your friends on. Let's get everyone in here chopping it up. If you go against someone every day in sports, get them to watch this show and start debating with them in the chat. We will pull it up on this bitch. I will send you both a link to get on the show and argue it out face to face in person. We are that type of show. We don't like to beef in the chat if it's that deep. If it's that personal, we get you on the screen to say it to your face. This ain't no talk your talk, but we get right in your shit like that. Straight up on your bumbaclot. But like I said, man, thank you to everyone who tuned into the Rick T Podcast, episode 27. It was a lit show. We had good viewers. We had good commenters. We had some really good topics tonight. The Conor McGregor fight is about to be on here soon. So if you're not watching, tune into that. If you don't have the fight bot or anything like that, text me or Tony, DM the Rick T Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, something like that, and we'll send you a link over to watch it for free if you don't have it. Thank you, Justin, for that. Shout out to my boy Justin, the manager / UFC guy. He got it all on lock. But definitely hit us up and we'll send you guys a link. Like I said, thank you to everyone who tuned in to the Rick T Podcast. Episode 27 this weekend should be lit tomorrow. I'm putting it on the screen before we get out of here. Packers at Bucks. I think that's tomorrow night's game, and tomorrow afternoon's game is the Chiefs or the Bills at the Chiefs. Rank 2 at rank 1, man. So it should be interesting. It should be cool. But we're out of here, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Rick T Podcast, episode 27. Peace.
I feel kind of fine standing next to you. Baby girl, how do I let you do right? Would you tell me the truth? Stay with me.